Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Philip Norton here from Norton Trading. Just taking a look at some of today's trades. Actually, just two trades today. Um, Made two purchases of calls, one for TNDM and the other for Weibo WB. So just two purchases today. Actually didn't make any sell anything. Just a couple of swing trades here on calls. So we'll talk about those and go over those things. So for anyone that watched my recap last night of the 5 videos I produced 2 days ago, saw that actually I had called for all 5 of those stocks to pull back yesterday, and with the market we really got that big drop where I sold all of my WB puts that I had. I had some $72 weekly puts, sold those yesterday for a nice profit. Also sold half of my IQ $25 call or puts as it was down first thing in the morning in that. So didn't make any other trades with IQ today, and Weibo did. So looking over those trades, the first one to talk about TNDM. This trade here, if you guys again watch that recap, my big note on that was we really didn't have anything either way from yesterday's trade, right? I'd first mentioned that we were battling up against that 34 resistance line, and we kind of had a double top here. So it would be important to see what happened the following day. Were we going to go start to trend back down, maybe retrace to 30 or even lower, or would we be able to break 34? So yesterday in the recap, we discussed that really we didn't do either. We still held the 9 SMA. We touched 34, but we rejected a little bit off it. So it really didn't give us a good inclination of which way it was going. So we got to play again today to see what would happen. So I wasn't in the trade at the time yesterday. Something I was watching on that 34 resistance point to see if we could break out and run. So while watching it today, we actually saw, if we go back and look at the 15-minute chart today, right here we saw as it came back up to 34 for the first time today and touched it, it kind of then spent a little bit of time consolidating underneath that 34 line, which I really liked. It hit it, came back, held the 9, and was trending back towards 34. So at that time, went ahead and bought some September $40 calls on this stock, ready for the breakout of that. And then hopefully the run over the next couple of days. We definitely got the breakout there as it was ready to pop from that consolidation. It broke, trended up, kept going, hit 35. Feeling good there. Maybe should have taken some profits, but decided I wanted to hold them at least for a couple more days to see where this can really run to. And then, of course, as you guys know, the stock faded off the rest of the day and kind of snaked around that $34 support. One thing I mentioned in yesterday's recap that I really like about this stock is not only has it just been running up, right, but it also has a tendency to every time it breaks through a resistance line, it likes to pop and come back and retest it and hold that line. So we kind of saw that today, right? So it's something to watch. We haven't got full confirmation yet, but something to watch is that we're sitting there around that 34. If tomorrow we can then push over, continue to push up over 34, get a little confirmation there, that could turn out to be a nice support line. So not only do we have room to run even higher, but we do have another support. And if we were to break 35 again, it would give me a bailout point, right? So a stop loss in that. So I like the way the stock is trending. Unfortunately, I didn't like the fade at the end of the day. Took away a good amount of my profits. But at the same time, I do like how it then held as it fell back down around that 34 point. And we will watch very closely how the market reacts tomorrow. If it does, right, as you can see, we've got higher highs, lower lows, so trending in the right direction, even in the short term. If it were to break, down 32.30, definitely going to get out. Don't want to, fall into a false break here and have the trend turn on me. Something that's run up this much, a change of trend could really be devastating. So, want to get out there pretty good. But for now, holding in and hoping for higher in the next couple of days on that stock. The other trade today was getting into WB. So from the recap yesterday, I had called that it would pull down towards 70, which it did first thing in the morning. We really opened yesterday much lower. And as we approached 70, I sold all of my puts that I had bought the previous day for quite a big profit yesterday. So today was kind of just hanging tight and seeing what things went. As this morning opened, we actually immediately saw a gap fill, right? So we gapped up today with most of the stocks actually gapped up today, especially the Chinese tech. We saw that gap up and then an immediate fill. I like that, so I was looking for a gap fill and go. We got that, and so as it then kind of bounced off that gap fill and closed higher on the 15-minute, I went ahead and bought some September $80 calls in that, and so got to ride that whole wave up. Again, like most of the stocks today, kind of faded off this afternoon, which I did not like. I was hoping for a stronger move throughout the day, and at least to hold somewhere up in the upper, mid to upper 70s to continue on Friday and Monday as we look to move towards 80. In my recap video yesterday, I talked about, off that bounce, we would move higher and we would probably slowly trend up to retest up the 80 as we move over from the bottom of the downtrend line to the top of the downtrend channel. So I would like to see a little more bounce tomorrow. So really hoping to see it break 76 tomorrow, move to a new high, and get a higher high, and continue that move up. But so not as happy as I wanted with the trade, but still up a little bit on it. And it's not quite as bad as it seems. After hours, we've lost a little bit even more of the profits, but we'll see how China reacts today and what we get from that in the morning in there. One trade I was watching quite closely that I didn't make is IQ. IQ is just like the other Chinese tech stocks where predicted a big fall into the bottom of this little channel here, down to 25, and that nice support line on high volume yesterday, and we got it. And so today I was looking for a continued run up into 28 over basically today and tomorrow. So we started to get that, right? We got the gap up this morning. Things were looking strong, but we really faded throughout the day. That I didn't like. I didn't like really the way the stock held. And so we'll really watch this over the next couple of days. Though I didn't buy into more shares here, what we're looking for actually is my chance to buy more puts. As mentioned in yesterday's recap, I actually sold half of my $25 IQ puts on that opening gap down yesterday. And so we're looking for it actually to push back up into that 28 range, get back towards the top of the downtrend channel. And at that point, I'll go ahead and purchase back those puts that I sold, or at least some, $25 puts. I still don't see this breaking out of the downtrend channel in the near future, really with all of the Chinese tech stocks. Though we've had a little bit of positive trade news, that's not till the end of August, and I would imagine that it would continue this downtrend at least. So my prediction of it going down into the 23 range is still there. However, short term, I'm looking for it to move up to 28, or at least, and it might not be a quick jump up. It might just be more of a consolidation move up till we get to, the downtrend. So hoping at least for around 28. But as we approach the top of that downtrend, that's when I'll be looking to pick up some more of those puts, and then for the next leg down. So that's where we're really at with those trades. Kind of what I'm watching immediately. Got a few other videos out on charts that I've been watching, including T2 Biosystems. So I'm definitely watching that pretty closely for its move tomorrow to see if that's something I'm going to get into in there. But I'll keep you guys updated in that. So as always, if there's any stocks that you guys would like me to take a look at the chart, just from a technical analysis and see what I'm seeing, more than happy to review it. Go ahead and post that in the comments. And make sure you subscribe so you'll get all of my chart analysis videos as they come live. Thanks.